We're here today looking at Billsburg. It starts right here someplace. Goes all the way down there. This is Bill's place. A lot of big rocks out here. There's a storage container down there. Trailer here and a fifth wheel here. His tractor and one of his pickup trucks. And this is my old wood-burning cook stove. It's a Montgomery Ward's. That goes back to 1931. A friend of mine, Benny, he bought it for his wife brand new in 1931. It looks a lot better than it did in the back of my truck the other day. We'll take the warming ovens off of it and use it on one of my other stoves. And I'll put another set that are a little bit smaller here that would work fine on this stove. Even those are Montgomery Ward ovens on top. I oiled it a little bit today. Keep it from rusting any worse than what it is. It has a double grill on top, as you can see. The damper in the back, I had it set up to where it also had a intermediate open and closing that I drilled a hole in. Real good plate caps. The firebox in this, and it's got the firebox liner in it also. The firebox was 24 inches. I could put 24 inch water in it. It needs a lot of restoring, but it is repairable. I said that the other day. But it is repairable. It has sheet metal. These stoves are pretty light. See it there? That's a little damper on the side. It has cast iron legs on it. The hinges are still real good on this door. There's where the shaker is. It says right there. Montgomery Ward Company. And there's the standard stove, number 46-68, I think. There I had that ash pan done a long time ago. All of that is still in very good condition. The oven is pretty shot, but it's all sheet metal, so you can have that done. The door opens and closes fine. The hinges work. The little oven indicator there, heat indicator, it works fine. Everything on it. It was all blue steel. Again, it was pretty thick blue steel. Montgomery Ward sold the kits to go with these for years. If you burned out the sheet metal, you can buy a sheet metal kit and put it in the stove, take all your cast iron pots up and put it on there. See, it had two plate caps on the left side and then that great big griddle. I cooked a lot of tortillas and pancakes on those griddles for a long time. Many meals. Thousands of meals I cooked on that stove. From about 1964, 65. The last time I used it, I think, was in the 90s. We're close to almost 2000, about 99, 2000, well, about 2000. And then when I had to hook it up there at the ranch, so I put it out there in the barn and it rusted away from the high humidity out there. But like I said, this stove is repairable. It is repairable. This takes somebody that wants to do it. Bill said he wanted to repair it because he ate a lot of meals off this stove too. That stove kept me warm here in Fish Lake Valley for 10-15 years. I even used coal in it. One time I got the thing so hot, put bristlecone pine driftwood at the top of the stove turned red, and then it turned white. Looked like you could see through it. That was scary. The little warming up above are really convenient. It had a warming shelf on it. These warming ovens here came from Hank Patterson's wife or mother. I can't remember. He called her mother, so I don't know whether he's talking about his wife or mother. There's a little 5-inch chimney there, I believe it was. With this oblong. The top of that is cast iron. The bottom is sheet metal. And the back of the stove there is cast iron, and it's in the oven there. I wanted you to see that all together. You can go pick stoves up like this. The cast iron ones are hard to restore. I've seen people trying to restore the Kalamazoo's. You can do it if you got enough pieces to where they can take it, send it to Tomahawk Foundry in Wisconsin, and get it another one poured like that. Now there's a little Montgomery Ward stove. The ash pan down below the oven there is that little drawer there that you take off for the little buttons and little nuts is what they are, and you sweep out the ashes below it. I used to take that thing out by myself, take it all the cast iron off of it and out of it, and carry that out my door and down in the yard and wash it out about twice a year and let it dry really well. Anyway, that is a very sentimental piece of work right there for me. I will keep those old ovens on top and put them on that other Kalamazoo. Puritan doesn't have warming ovens on it. They'll fit on there just about perfectly. The stove will go about 1 inch on each side on the top, but that's just fine. And I've got a set of warming ovens for this that I think are exactly 36 inches wide. Not 36, but about 32 inches wide. Thank you for visiting with us today. Looking Fish Lake Valley. I live that way about 25 miles. It's kind of a little bit stormy today. There's White Mountain people. Excuse my coughing. This was the old Guernsey Ranch here. When I was young, this was still being farmed. They subdivided it. And down there is where Nick Dowers lives, one of the best horsemen. Down here, further, a lot of farming in here. This is a pretty big subdivision down here. Guernsey and the Wright subdivision. I live down at the south end of the valley down here, another 15 or 20 miles that way in Oasis, California. When I went here in 1950, in the mid-1950s, started coming here in 53, lived here until about 1960. Thank you for visiting with us. Please like and subscribe. Thank you. Well, I got the warming ovens off of the little stove. There it is without the warming ovens on it. I've got another pair of warming ovens, I think, that will fit it even closer than what it is right now. It had bolts. These are cast iron shelves there. They go up out of there right there and go up there like that. They're bolted in across the bottom. And then the warming oven was bolted with 4 bolts going down vertically and then several bolts horizontally sideways. That was